This is Ninth Wonder. He makes songs like this.
Hail Mary, your marijuana times is hard. Pray with the...
But how do we achieve his sound? In this video, I'm going to show you how a soul sample that he would use is made, then show you how Ninth Wonder would flip this to make his own beat. First, you start one of these samples with a piano. I used rich ninth chords or add in a top line melody. Vocals are a big part of Ninth Wonder's samples, which you will see later in the video, as he often looks for samples that he can showcase by using those vocal chops. So I found these ooh vocals, which I duplicated and add a lower version. Then to give the beat some more vocals to work with, I added these. And as you can hear, they play off each other, giving that call and response feeling. Then I added some chimes, which is very melodic and creates a counter melody to the piano and actually follows the melody of the vocals with ascending and descending notes that create that tension. Next, I added a bass line, and this again has to have that melody that Ninth Wonder would use to chop, which I'll show you again later in the video. Then I added some Abbey Road drums, which I ran through this amp to give that vintage texture. Now we have the full rhythm on the sample. I wanted to add extra layers to give some character and some fullness. So I started with the guitars and added these stabs. Then I added these strum chords. Then for the character, these guitar phrases. You can see in this sample there's bits where I haven't played them in, which is just to let the other instruments come to the forefront. Then to give it that fullness, I added some strings. I added 2 sustained strings that go together perfectly. Then I added a third short string phase. Then for some fullness, I added some tremolo string chords. And lastly, I wanted to add something that gives it that soulful movement. So I used this high harp that shines through the mix. You can see I made this intro part, which you'll see comes in handy for a beat drop later. Before we get onto the chopping of this beat, I want to bring today's sponsor, DistroKid. If you're producing songs and collaborating with other artists and producers, then this is perfect because you can add as many collaborators as you want and give them all the correct amount of splits. They offer a bunch of free tools and make it super easy to upload your music to all streaming platforms. And the best thing is you keep 100% of all your earnings. So if you want to sign up, then use the link down below and you'll get yourself a 7% off your first year subscription. Ninth Wonder's sampling chopping techniques made him stand out from others. He uses vocals and the bass to decide where he's going to chop.
Sometimes people chop and don't chop. The bass line doesn't make any sense. That means a live musician can't play it over because the chord progression is not right.
First, you want to speed up the vocal, then bring it down by 1 semitone. Then we want to slice it into 4th notes, then bring the attack and release up. And that just gives it that choppy sampled feel. But the way Ninth Wonder finds the chops to make, as I said, is from the bass and the vocals. So if we EQ out the high end and just listen to the bass, then if we remove the bass and just listen to the vocal, we can decide how the vocals fit together perfectly. We just want to lay down our own bass. Now all we need is the drums. And just like Ninth Wonder, I'm going to just keep them very simple. So I added a kick, snare, and just a hi-hat, made a simple pattern. And to give it that MPC swing, I've shifted some of the hi-hats and the timing of the kicks. On its own, it sounds like this. Then together, when we include that intro that I spoke about earlier, it all sounds like this.